All right, so we're back on the old F-150. I got it pulled in the garage. We got a couple of things we're going to be trying to work out over the next week or so. So I'm thinking, I haven't even transferred the title yet since I bought it, but I'm thinking about transferring the title and getting a tag for it and maybe putting it on the road and doing some driving in it. But the repaired radiator from one of my previous videos has now started leaking from the core. And I don't want to take it back and have it repaired again. So I got online, I tried to get a Champion radiator, which on the couple F100 sites, people were like, oh yeah, Champion's the best, but they were out of stock. And then a couple other places like CJ's Ponies Parts and stuff had like a stock replacement radiator, but I think they wanted like almost $300 for one. And I was like, it's 2020, man. I was like, let's do what everybody else does and get one off of eBay. So I got a eBay. There were some cheaper ones, but this one came out of Texas. It had really, really good reviews. It looks really good. The welds look decent. I think it was shipped. It was like $172. I think it was $149 or something. But it looks really, really good. I like it. So we're going to put that in, and then we're going to try to get the lights working. Some of the lights are suspect. Headlights don't work, but I think that's the floor switch, which I have a new one. And so we're going to put that in. First thing I want to do is drain the radiator and change it out. I just put new coolant in there, so I'm going to try to reuse the coolant. I got a couple clean containers I've cleaned out. I'm going to put in there and try to reuse those. And then we'll get this radiator put in. Maybe while I got it in here, we might do some more cleaning on the old engine bay and stuff. See what we can do, and then we'll work on the lights. So let me get the old radiator out, get it drained, get it out, and I'll install this one, and we'll see how well she fits. All right, I got the old radiator out, and I got it laid beside the new eBay one. I mean, I really like the looks of this radiator. I really hope it works. Plus, it weighs about half the weight. I'd say more than half. Less than half? More than half? Anyway, it's light compared to the old one. So, that'll give me all that extra, free up a quarter horsepower on this thing. So anyway, I've got to transfer these transmission cooler line fittings from here to there, and then put it in, install it. I didn't drain but about a gallon of coolant out of this thing, and it looked really, really clean. So, I mean, I just put it in. I've only run it, had it up to temperature a couple, 3 times, but it still looked really, really clean. Wasn't no trash in it, so it gives me a little bit of hope that the inside of the engine is fairly clean. So let me get those transferred over and see if I want to do anything else while the radiator's out. Well, I got all that extra room, and then we'll get this thing put back in, and then maybe we'll work on the lights. I also want to take the front wheels off and check the wheel bearings and stuff, or get it up in the air and put a pry bar underneath it and just check everything. I greased the kingpins last time I was underneath there, and I've taken it down the road several times, and it doesn't vibrate, it doesn't pull. So I'm hoping those are in good shape. So, but we will see. All right, we ran into our first problem here on this new radiator. These fittings for the transcooler are 1/4 inch. That's a 1/4 inch by 1/8 inch hose barb. But anyway, the ones that come out of the old ones must be like 1/8 inch or something, because they will not fit in there. But I'm gonna go tomorrow and try to find an adapter. I looked on the eBay where I ordered it from, and it doesn't say what size these are. It just says they're included. So I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, throw it in here and check, see how it fits inside the truck, and Man, it looks good. Right around with the hood up, showing this thing off. Okay, problem number 2. It doesn't exactly fit. So I've got this bolt installed, but if we come to the other side and bring the flashlight here, this one is about a half a hole off. It's hard to see, but it won't start. So what I'm gonna have to do is, it's not that big a deal. It's fine. I'm gonna have to pull it back out and I'm gonna have to elongate these holes a little bit to get them to fit in there. Cause it, see how much of an angle it is there? That's how much off it is. It's not a lot. Oh, falling off on the other side. But anyway, I'm gonna have to open up these holes a little bit to make this thing fit. So when I went to put it in, it fit, but it didn't fit. The holes where the bolts bound to the core support, it was very, very tight. Very tight. So I took my die grinder and a stone and opened them up. I probably could have gotten the bolts in on both sides, but it was at a little bit of an angle. It probably would have went, but it was very, very tight. So I was like, I'll just open these holes up a little bit and fit in there a little bit better. All right, we got the radiator installed. Kind of. So I ran into a minor issue. On the bottom, the hose, the outlet on the bottom, the 2-inch outlet on the bottom of this radiator is a little bit different, and the radiator is not quite as thick as the old one. And so my hose is like an inch too short on the bottom. The top one, as you can see, works fine. I went to Advance, took the hose to Advance. I was going to try to find, one similar that I could maybe make work, or a generic flexible hose. They didn't have one, and the main problem is on the water pump outlet it's a 3/4 inch and 3/4, and on the radiator it's a 2-inch. So I had to order one from Summit, and it says it's 19 inches long. I measured the old hose and it's about 18 inches long, and so I'm hoping that's going to work. And the reason why I can't just pull it and make it work is the hose comes out of the water pump right here, and it goes down behind the power steering pulley, and if you pull it to mate it up to the radiator, it's going to end up rubbing on that belt. So that's why I can't use the one that's there. And so I'm hoping the one I ordered from Summit is going to be flexible and I can route it and avoid that. And then I bought plugs for this thing, but I took one of the plugs out and they look brand new. I think they are brand new. The guy I bought it from said that the guy he bought it from did a bunch of work to it. I know it's got new brake lines and stuff on it, so he must have tuned it up, put new plugs on it. But I might change out the wires. I'm going to dress the engine up a little bit. I'm going to paint the valve covers. I was considering painting this old breather cover, but I think I'm just going to order one. You can order them for like less than $50 from like National Parts Depot or CJ's Pony Parts or something. My main issue now is the wiring looks like garbage. Not my main issue, but one of the issues I have as far as the appearance is the wiring looks like garbage. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. It's got a ton of old vacuum hoses and stuff. Some of them are being used, some of them aren't being used. So, the truck itself, I'm not really going to mess with the outside. I don't think it's worth it. So I'm going this truck here. I'm going to focus my attention making it function 100% and cleaning up the engine, getting the engine bay looking good. So I like to reroute some of this rat's nest wiring they got in here, but that hose is not coming until Monday or Tuesday next week, 23rd or between the 23rd and 26th or something. So I'm probably going to go ahead and post this video because I don't know if the radiator works, but I'm sure surely it works. The holds water and don't have a hole in it. It's got to cool as loose as good as the original, right? But anyway, so I'm going to make another video working on the lights. I haven't started working on the lights, but I'm going to troubleshoot the lights and get that done. And then other stuff on the list, I still want to fix the floor pan. It's got holes in it on the driver's side. The passenger side looks good. I want to put new carpet in it. Just going to cover the old seat. You know, just the general stuff. But anyway, here's the eBay radiator installed. I can't tell you if it worked, but hopefully on the next video I'll have it back running and you'll be able to see. All right, guys, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And if you like it, if you want more F-150 content, more Mustang content, more tractor content, you know, like and subscribe, man. That's all I can tell you, because I'm gonna be posting it. So if you want to see it, subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate it.